Hi Virgo Moons, thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Carrot 144, very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Virgo, unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For this reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread, past, present, and future, using the Melanated Classic Tarot deck. I will clarify those 3 cards using the Halloween Tarot deck. Happy Halloween to you all. And then at the end of your reading, I will do an overall card using the Moonology Oracle cards. I have already pre-shuffled all of the decks. I will shuffle the first deck just a few more times and split the deck to begin your read. But before I do that, I would like to speak on the background that we have here, the beautiful blue being connected to Aquarius. Aquarius Moons being featured in the Spotlight series for this finale of the Spotlight series for this round of readings. Aquarius energy, being an air sign, but also being water bearer energy. So with the moon energy, a lot of emotion connected to this and a strong passionate feeling about a stance and how one feels in representation for oneself. Being able to expand, elevate, and see beyond what's really in actual eyesight. And what I'm seeing, I can't really explain. And it's completely beyond this world, but really having a significant presence here in the world with their energy of humanitarianism, which you're very familiar with. Just the way that it's the delivery with the Aquarius energy. And yeah, if only I could explain, you know, what it is that I'm seeing. Just being massive, and I do believe it's related to the age of Aquarius energy that we are currently in. But being a strong leader within oneself and making sure to never compromise that, ever. It not even being an option when it comes to others. And that's one of the things I do love about Aquarius energy. And then being strong in that just being a very memorable example for others, to be a leader and stand up for their own rights and their own self, speaking their truth at whatever cost. Also having very extensive amounts of knowledge and wisdom, and can be, you know, not displaying this at all, can look as frugal as I don't know what, you know, just having their own identity and not being defined by others. Love it. So with the Aquarius Moon energy, for the Spotlight series, I was guided to bring in some research for these cards. The cards being a representation of each of the zodiacs. The 6 of Cups is a water card, but what I was getting was the 6 energy for you. 6th house energy being your house energy of Virgo. And this automatically came to me, and the big word that showed up in my mind was benevolent. Benevolent. Giving back, making sure, you know, there's well-being, not just for yourself, but for others. It's being very aligned with Aquarius energy. But this being a grounded energy that has deep emotion here too as well. That can also be used and seen as a very healing energy. I'm also getting herbal energies, physician energies connected to those healing herbs and tinctures, all that fun stuff that comes with the earthiness, that being connected to you in that healing here. So that 6 of Cups is coming through here connected to this. This just being what I channeled for you. So I'm going to do a small reading and then we'll get to your cards. In the 6 of Cups, a young boy leans down and passes a cup filled with flowers to a younger girl. The girl looks up to the boy with love and respect as he offers the flowers to her. Love, harmony, and cooperation, all key elements of the 6 of Cups, shine through this gentle act. The young children also represent childhood memories. In the background, an older man walks away in the distance, as if to say, You no longer need to worry about adult issues. Just enjoy the moment of being young, innocent, and free again. The children also appear to be standing in the courtyard of a large home, symbolizing comfort, safety, and security. In the foreground stand 4 more cups, filled with flowers, and a 5th cup sits on the pedestal behind the boy. And this is from the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Notice that the 4 cups here are without flowers here. There's a significance of the magic that is in this cup here being handed to this little girl here. And I do feel it's about the process of working and continuing to work hard to fill those cups up. Having a knowing that, you know, what is here is some good work that is to be done and will continue to be done and delivered to help overall all mankind when it comes to generosity and harmony. Virgo moons. All right, those wanted to come out, so we'll take a look and see what those are. And then I'll shuffle those back in real quick and we'll start. Return on your investment. You've invested a lot in something, someone, a situation, or situations. Been very, very patiently waiting. I'm feeling that energy strong here. We're going from the 6 to the 7, the 7 to the 9. So I do feel this is about leaps and bounds with that patience and the amount of waiting, where you've taken your pentacles, you've taken great care of them, you continue to watch them, possibly not realizing that this Ace of Pentacles is here. I do feel that you know it is here. You pay attention very closely to the details. But I do feel that your expectancy, and this being, I do feel, you know, somewhat of a lesson in the trusting of divine timing and knowing that what you put in is what you will get back. And so that just being related to what's here. But you definitely taking a look at some breadcrumbing situation with the 6 of Pentacles, that 6 energy coming through. And I almost started to do 6 of Pentacles, but the first card that came to me for you was 6 of Cups. That 6 energy still holds strong. It's also related to the Lover's energy and the Major Arcana. But in the past energy, transformative energy, this being a part of West energy here, North and South energy I'm getting here too. This has been a refining situation here for you. A very refining situation, as I'm seeing more white, that representing the North energy here than the South. Although we do have the yellow energy with that transformative energy, so Southwest energy, South being about ripening here too. This situation has helped you to reflect even more and to open up and to come into greater strength and power, but also realizing that, you know, you are worthy. You're more than worthy, and what it is that you put in, you rightfully deserve to receive that back and more. And so I do feel that there's been a situation of you just kind of going through that process here, reflecting back on that 6 of Pentacles, getting to the depths of what that 6 really means, and that being about that 6 from within you. And you giving back to yourself, that 6 of Cups representing also your masculine and feminine energy, and you giving back to yourself, making sure that you replenish and supply for yourself first, and that being the importance of what it is that you're seeing on the outer, and successfully doing this, meeting with this beautiful 9 of Cups here. 9 energy is connected to Sagittarius, Jupiter energy, and abundant blessings and expansion. Wishes being fulfilled here. You got it going on, Virgo moons. That's great. Good for you. Good for you. It's so beautiful out. This is a perfect October day from the night, last night, and it just, the rain came through after some good warm weather over the weekend, and it's been very cooling but very cleansing. The smell of the rain, very healing, and then the wind that's been coming through is very soothing. All right, for your past card, we have the Three of Wands. So this being more of that patience and that waiting. Your ships coming in, waiting for your ships to arrive, knowing that what you put in a lot of hard work and effort here. And I do feel that the difference between this card and the Seven of Pentacles is the power of manifestation and just being at a place in particular with that 3 energy of more of that expectancy. Where that 7 energy, I feel, is, you know, coming into more of that realization, that being more of that process work there with the directional energy that came through. And you having that time to reflect, to really get to the true depths of that 6 energy from within you, moving into that 7. So this being the early process of that 7 of Pentacles energy here with this 3 energy of the Three of Wands. Wands being fire, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and Ophiuchus. Possibly watching others take delight in the golden waters. You having this golden energy, just not possibly, you know, realizing how special it is that you are, what it is that you've been really, truly doing. I feel there's an internal knowing, but not really knowing. But this definitely being about manifesting and waiting for your ships to arrive. For your present, we have the Knight of Wands. This was in reverse. I'm going to take it as that. I do feel that this is about the ending of a situation that is related to a lot of in and out behavior. There is resolve here, is what I'm getting. I do feel also, too, that this is about a wheel that's turning, your wishes being granted, and things turning in your favor, where it's not going to have such a reactive energy. And with the patience energy, they're just being an overall calm energy here. A calm energy of reflection, sitting, understanding, listening, hearing, observing, assessing, and doing what needs to be done in a very productive manner. That going back to that Six of Cup energy and cooperation. So I do feel that you may have experienced a lot of a Knight of Wands energy with this being in reverse. I do feel that this is about some change that's being made related to the temperance of the fire. We have 2 fire cards here. So really tempering that fire. And I feel that's a part of that process of you working your inner self and healing from the expectancy. Having a greater knowing about, you know, what is truly meant for you. And this giving you more power and strength overall. But someone here, I do feel that this is a representation of people or a person in particular here who's being brought to a situation here that's related to your patience being asked to calm down. For your future, no more juggling. Your wishes are granted. I feel that in the midst of this patience here, you've dealt with a very fiery energy, feeling almost as if possibly that you had to meet fire with fire, and there being a lot of fire there. And so that being a part of that process, again, of you working through a situation very properly and tempering the flames. And in doing so, it's creating the magic that's taking place with that Seven of Pentacles, being recognized and seen, but then because it's being recognized and seen, your wishes are being granted. You're in a situation here now where you're more stabilized and you're not having to do magic tricks or feel like you have to juggle with your resources, feeling possibly to a lack energy with the 2 Pentacles here and feeling as if you only have so much to work with, but doing the best to work with what it is that you have. You're on the increase and you're gaining more. I'm seeing these ships here that you may have been waiting on. No longer waiting on these ships here too, with this reversal energy here. But these ships have been on very wavy waters here. So connected with that fire energy and the amount of waves, that just giving me a large energy of chaos that you've been dealing with. And overall, with you working the calmness and the patience from within yourself, healing yourself, nurturing yourself, taking time to put you first, is creating this beautiful harmony on the outside, which is bringing me back to that beautiful Six of Cups energy there. This is your energy here with the Pentacles, Earth energy, Capricorn, and also Taurus. The infinity symbol was sticking out. We do have the manifesting energy here, where that can come from Magician energy, this being a Gemini card here, third house energy of Gemini. This being energy of Taurus, but also including this infinity symbol that is typically seen on the Magician card, that being a card of 1. So that being a card of 1, the Magician card, and this is on the front of the box here, the infinity symbol right above the crown. With that being a card of 1, this being a card of 2, but being in your future, this being a card of 3, that just gives me that energy of the amount of chaos that you dealt with the disorder, and now things being brought back into balance and there being harmony, and you not having to feel like you're being put in this situation here when you don't deserve it. You've done the work and you have completed it successfully, and you continue to do so. Having the receipts as well is what I'm hearing for what it is that you've done. And that being a part of the reason that that Seven of Pentacles is being seen and appreciated, and your wishes are being granted and fulfilled. Taurus energy being connected to Venus, having to do with your luxuries and your comfort. So getting back to some real true comfort where you don't have to worry. And you don't have to worry about this amount of fire here either. Feeling like you have to fight. You're not about fighting. You're all about peace and harmony. Granted, you will fight if you have to. And the way that you fight is very smooth. It's very balanced. And with the directional energy, all of those came into play with your patience and how you were waiting here and then in that Seven of Pentacles here. Very smooth. Let's get to your clarifiers. We'll clarify the Three of Wands. Look at that. Okay. Very interesting. This all comes together to an Eight of Cups. Ghosts are about cups and water energy and a walking away of a situation. You may have been dealing with two separate individuals here. Six of Cups in reverse and Two of Cups in reverse. Either this or what I'm getting is that you've completed certain parts of your cycle, not being a part of that process there. You knowing that what you put in, you've done the work, did what you had to do, faced your fears and your shadows, and that put you into that golden energy of manifesting. But I feel that with the amount of waiting that you have done, there was a letdown when it came to equal give and take, reciprocity, and a Six of Cups. Notice the 2 and the 2 and the 2. Everyone, you know, coming together, working together. With this being in reverse, I'm just getting that not being a happy situation for you as you were waiting. And then with the Two of Ghosts, I am getting this being about a specific connection that you had that had the potential for this due to free will. With the reversal energy, that's just not being something that is you realizing here too that this was a situation in passing here, that what has been started on a foundation now cannot continue on. There can be some kind of repair. I'm also seeing the snake here at the bottom. With that reversal, I'm getting that being connected to some toxicity. So discovering that a Two of Cups situation here where there was to be equal give and take between you and a particular person here, where everyone was to be working together happily and in cooperation. it being a complete haunted house here, and not necessarily the happy situation that comes from that. Beautiful Six of Cups energy that came through at the beginning of your reading. Very interesting that this is what I channel, and now this comes out with what is being manifested here. So these situations coming to light, also being something that you realize that you have to move on and away from, with the 6 and the 2 coming together to create that 8 and the 8 of Cups. Walking away from what is no longer serving you, what has not been emotionally fulfilling, with the potential here of that amount of ghost energy, with those being cups and the water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and a Fucus. I'm just hearing it's a no. It's a no. And this was the reason why you were waiting. This coming to light again, this situation here of what was really taking place in a situation where you began on an endeavor of manifesting, waiting for your ships. You're waiting for your ships and them not coming right away because of that amount of chaos, with the amount of fire that came through, and then the waviness, the amount of water and the amount of waviness, that being right here too as well. Too much chaos. Clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse. Clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse. The Devil. And this is feminine energy that's coming through here. So do take what resonates. This could be male or female, but because there is a feminine representation here, very possible that you were dealing with a female energy here, having some toxic traits here. One who is wanting to try to control situations and people, feeling as if they are above who it is, given a position here, and they're only a knight here. So I do feel that speaks to the amount of ego and also the misrepresentation of themselves here. You being brought into the situation to help bring light to some toxicity here, so this can all be fixed, so that it can be healed. Your healing energy being brought to a situation so these things don't happen moving forward when it comes to others who have no idea. You have an idea. And I do feel that because you have an idea, this energy here misstepped. They overstepped, way overstepped, and took it too far. The poker thing here, like this coming down towards individuals, they're just being bad intentions is what I'm getting here. And I'm not sure what you call this. I don't know why that came out like that. But it being very clear here. And this Night energy could possibly be significant. I do feel that this person may sit and ponder, stay in their head about things, create situations that really don't exist, and are reactive. You've been dealing with this very reactive energy here that's been very unfair and unnecessary. This person needing a lot of good healing, a lot of reflection for themselves, being called out for what it is that they're doing, to help them see, you know, how it is. Look at this baby here, or this individual, someone being held in like a jar here. All these different, I mean, and they have like a built up stock here of all the things that they've done here, and they continue to do it. I do feel that's the reason why you've been brought into a situation, is to help bring these things to light so that this all can stop. There's been too much of this for far too long. And negative intentions going towards something that is meant to be harmonious, where everyone is working together happily and in good emotion here. A lot of toxicity here. Having others feel like they're being held and bound, controlled, manipulated, forced to do things they may not want to do. This being a card of 15, that comes together to create a 6. So your representation of the 6 energy, 6th house energy, this being the shadow energy that you've had to deal with, and this being about what it is that you are being called to face and stand up for yourself. to realize that putting that power into yourself, knowing your worth and your value, will not be defined by anyone who is in this particular state. No way, Jose. So that, I'm very glad that this came through in the way that it did, to show who it is and what it is that you've been dealing with. Wow. Okay, let's clarify the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Thank you, Spirit. Clarify the Two of Pentacles in reverse. The Empress. All right, all right, all right, all right. Look how pretty. Elvira vibes. I love this card here too. This is a card of 3. Going from that 2 to the 3. No more juggling. The reason you're not juggling, and this also being, I feel, the way that you were mistaken. Being mistaken for some regular okie doke type energy. And not to say that anyone is in that energy, but just coming from a toxic place of this particular individual, them having that judgment and placing judgment. And now that I say that, this is the energy of judgment here, with the Judgment card being a card of 20. That breaking down to a 2. That being here too as well. I'm also getting that 2 energy being representation of your High Priestess energy and your power. The Empress energy being here in this 3 here too as well. And you being a powerful manifester. Bringing in and creating. Wondering why your ships has not come in. You're just seeing, again, with your light and this whole situation increasing your power and your strength, why this situation has come into the way that it has. It's an exposure of toxicity here to help you see the truth and the worth and the value from within yourself and what it is that you've been designed to do here as your purpose. But then also for others to really see, you know, how you cannot place judgment on anyone. And I'm also seeing, you know, there being different colors here too. So this may be related to race. You can't be treated differently because of how it is that you appear on the outside. The Aquarius Moon energy that I spoke on at the beginning of your reading being very much tied to this as well. So that guidance coming through from Aquarius here too as well. I really love your reading, Virgo moons. Let's get back to this here though. This being all 4 queens in one. And this does not have to be you as a female. This could be female or male. This is just all about the energy and the amount of power, but the compassion that comes through with the Empress, where the Emperor can be a little bit more stubborn. Being very powerful, very powerful. And I feel this is about that truth of you getting back to the essence of you. The multiple of 6 being 3 here, times 2. So I feel that just speaks to your doubled Empress energy from within yourself. Speaking to the, not only the Empress and the Emperor energy from within you, but the amount of Empress energy that you can hold. And discovering that you can definitely increase on this. Given what it is that you're dealt, you will never stay stuck or stagnant. You've unlocked greatness here for yourself, and it just continues to thrive and flourish no matter what comes your way here. You have that fire. You being able to temper that fire that's been very reactive and toxic. Exposing this here too as well. But you being a strong representation of how to utilize that fire with the Queen of Wands coming through here. The red being worn here as a blanket, where that red here is being worn as that actual devil itself. You taking that and transmuting that energy and making and creating a great creator here, whose energy helps things to grow. That being another reason you're a part of this particular situation, is to help things to get out of a funk, to be able to have the ability to have room to grow into something very positive and productive, not just for yourself, but for others. And that being a part of what this Empress stands for here too. Mothering energy highly here. Birthing something new. And what you're birthing is the end of juggling, your wishes being granted, and you gaining more rightful abundance here. But then also this being a part of that standing up for others and helping others to achieve their own success here too, and know that they don't have to be controlled and manipulated by others just because someone is in a particular unhealed state. Still locked in 3D programming, believing that if they're given a certain position, they can do whatever it is that they want. and you coming into the situation to disprove that, to bring light to the illusion. Powerful Empress here in you. And you're moving forward successfully here. You're very calm. You're sitting pretty. You're comfortable. You're happy. You're healthy. You're wealthy. And again, flourishing and thriving and creating and doing great things and being seen as this here too as well. Love it. All right, let's get to your final card for Virgo moons. Virgo moons. Beautiful moon cards have been coming out for you all lately. I love this too. Believe in the impossible. Continue to stay positive with your manifesting. Don't ever doubt that because of a situation or people that are connected to this particular energy, that you can't do whatever it is. You are a sovereign being. And I feel that you've uncovered this and definitely know this from within yourself. If not, this reading is confirmation for you of the truth of who it is that you are. Blue moon energy. Turn on a little Elvis Presley today after this reading. This is awesome. Let me go ahead and grab the reading. And this is on page 112. This all comes together to create a 4 having to do with stability. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. As the saying goes, some things happen only once in a blue moon. In other words, hardly ever. Drawing this card suggests you're about to get a rare chance and that something one-off could well be about to happen. This card is a very positive sign if you felt like you're hoping for too much or asking too much of the universe. Whatever you're asking about, well, it might only happen once in a blue moon, but it can happen. However, with this rare opportunity before you, it's important that you believe in it. If you convince yourself that whatever you're asking about can never go in your favor, then guess what? It won't go in your favor. Be grateful for this card, which is a reminder to believe in your dreams. Attune to the moon by affirming, I am lucky. Let's say that 3 times. I am lucky. I am lucky. Additional meanings for this card. Miss this chance and it might not come back anytime soon. What happened may only happen once. The person you're inquiring about is a rare find. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. The situation is unlikely to repeat. The teaching. There are usually 3 full moons between each equinox and solstice, and vice versa. Sometimes, though, we get 4 full moons in a single season. When that happens, the third of the season's 4 full moons is called a blue moon. At least, that was the original definition of a blue moon. These days, it's popular to use the blue moon for the second full moon in any calendar month that has 2 full moons. I'm going to leave it here. We're not going to do the bottom of the decks. I feel that this is a perfect statement. Very short, sweet, and to the point. And again, this just being about the essence of you and getting back to the truth of you. That rare find individual that was just mentioned in that moon card, I do feel it's about you. You being that rare find. And you discovering that from within yourself and realizing that you can really truly make things work and happen in your favor because it's your life. It's your life and you have the power to see what it is that you wish for yourself. And no one can take that from you. No one. No one is above God. And what is destined for you will always be here for you. It's about you doing, what is necessary for you, realizing that you can really truly bring that in for yourself. It's always been there with you, and it always will be. So keep on, keeping on, Virgo moons. I love you so much, and I thank you all so much for being here. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching for you. Thank you all for your continued love and support. I really do appreciate every single one of you. And welcome to all new subscribers. Until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.